Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video I want to talk about a microphone that we've almost already looked at completely in another video that I made. That was the Fifine T669 review video, and recently after that video I noticed on Amazon that there was a refreshed, totally new model. This seems to be at first sight the same great microphone that we know, but improved with a lot of the features that were even mentioned in my video that I thought would make this microphone even better. So now that we have it in front of us and you're listening to it right now, let's check out exactly how good this microphone is now. This microphone is known as a Fifine T683, one of the best options I know if you're looking for something under $100, which means that at a very low cost, you can get very premium features. If you're looking at this type of microphone and this brand Fifine for the first time, I recommend you definitely go check out the last video on the review I made for the T669, because a lot of the basics were covered there, such as the infamous scissor arm that they include and their infamous shock mounts. I call them infamous because they're just generally really good quality. Starting with the pop filter. The pop filter on this microphone has been changed from more of a mesh material to a metallic. I'm actually not sure exactly what it's made out of, but it feels metallic, kind of like a really good quality plastic on the borders, but the purpose is still quite the same. It protects the microphone from all those plosives so that that really harsh clipping doesn't occur in your audio. Another thing that has been super helpful since the last microphone, the T669 I reviewed, is the implementation of the mute button. Not only the mute button, but the LED indicator is super important, especially for the purposes that they made this microphone for. For example, if you're in a call or something like that, whatever you're using the microphone for, you know it's on or it's off by the green indicator LED that they've included. When it's red, that's how you know it's off. Super great implementation. Those two should go hand in hand in basically any microphone I see. And the best part is that it doesn't feel cheap once they've added this into the microphone at all. Everything is just held at a great premium quality. Next part, which hasn't really changed much that you see on the front of the microphone besides the branding, is the mic gain, which means that the mic gain is still very high quality. The knob is great, and one thing I noticed that has been changed, however, it's a little bit harder to notice compared to the last microphone and other microphones I've seen from Fifine, is that the sound volume is not so low as you turn the volume up, which means that this microphone probably uses a little bit more power, since the more you turn it up now, the quieter it is. That isn't to say that this microphone is rather quiet, but the more you turn it up, I've noticed the less loud it is compared to the other microphones. Right now I have it around 55%, close to 60% on the mic gain, and it sounds just fine. I'm sure if I turn it up even more, which I have already, it's not so distorted. Now, another feature I love to see in this microphone compared to the last is the addition of the headphone jack. The headphone jack throws this microphone into the big league of the other microphones that we see in the $100 to even $200 price range, because the features are actually there now. They used to not have a mute button, they used to not have the headphone jack, and that made it a really good microphone, the T669 at least, in its own league. But now this microphone itself is starting to compete. Fifine is starting to throw their products into that really quality price range, and they're not sacrificing the build quality or the sound quality, obviously, which is good to see. Now, the headphone jack, if you're not aware, can be used for you to monitor your own volume, so everything that the microphone is picking up in real time through your headphones. This means that if you have a podcast, or if you put headphones on while you're recording, say you're live streaming, say you're gaming, say you're making a YouTube video, you can hear exactly what the microphone is picking up, like your own voice, and maybe hopefully not too much background noise, through your headset. Now, speaking on the background noise and the sound quality of this microphone, if you're worried about it, well, don't be, because you're getting as many sound tests as possible through this video. This whole video, just like my other reviews, this whole video has been recorded with the microphone itself. So everything that you're hearing and that you've heard is from the microphone, the T683. And honestly, After review, this is probably the best microphone I've used in my videos, which isn't saying much because I haven't reviewed that many microphones myself in them already. But in the short time that I have seen some microphones, this is definitely by far the best one yet. And it's actually not the most expensive one, which is very impressive. That definitely says something. At a very low cost, as I've already said, the sound quality is improved. Another thing I want to talk about in the key features of this microphone, the whole bundle that comes with it that has been kept, is the USB cable. I am able to route the cable behind my desk or under my desk, whatever your needs may be. It is also included with a cable organizer, so that is the functionality there is perfect. It's not lost. You can make the cable shorter or organize the cable if you have a ton of slack hanging at the end of your desk. But the thing I want to mention here that has been added, or you can call improved, is a USB Type-C. Now, I'm starting to see this in more products, a USB Type-C adapter along with the USB-A, which has a USB-C port most of the time, and not only that, but our mobile devices, which makes this microphone an ultimate option to be used in a plug and play with your laptop, computer, and your mobile device. Along with that, the sturdy premium build quality of the mount, the shock mount, the pop filter, the scissor arm has all been upheld. I'm really unsure how exactly they're making money off of these products. The screws that are being used for it hold the microphone in place, and that's exactly what they should do, but you'd be surprised at how many times you pick up a microphone and it just falls over every single time you try to screw something in, or you try to hold it at a certain position. Whether you're doing a talking head video like I am right now, or say you're at your desk gaming, live streaming, all that good stuff, this thing can be put in many different positions. That you can see, it's literally upside down right now. I can have it held upright, I can have it sideways, I can have it out of the frame, but I can do pretty much anything it is at my desk with this USB microphone. One thing I have noticed from their differences between the last microphone I reviewed and this Fifine variant is that this kit, actually this bundle, does not include the separate tripod arm that came with the other one. So if you did happen to use that for your advantage and it was really helpful for you, and maybe that's a deal breaker from when it comes to this microphone compared to the other one, that's a good piece of information to have. It only comes with the scissor arm, which means that that's the only option you're going to have to mount this microphone. I'm pretty sure on Amazon at the time of recording this video it's around 85 bucks, but if you can get it for a refurbished or certified refurbished on Amazon, you can get it for around $15 less at 70. So as for the improvements in this microphone, they were a little hard to basically pick out and come up with, because a lot of this microphone, a lot of the features, everything, almost everything, was done very, very well. For some of the people who might be interested in this microphone who do not have a table desk, it is going to be a little bit of a harder option to buy, considering that this microphone obviously uses a C-clamp to attach to your desk, which means that if you have one of those big bulky furniture desks things, almost like if you were in a dorm for example, you cannot use a C-clamp because there's just no edge to attach it to. Also, if your table desk happens to be more than 2 inches, you are kind of running a risk of having it fall over, because 2 inches is kind of where that threshold is. While I'm aware this microphone is a plug and play, supposed to be a super easy option, it is come to my attention that if you happen to either not have another USB port, or you are into that content creation with a camera, like a dedicated camera that does not have a USB port and only a 3.5mm jack, you will have to find your own headphone jack adapter type thing so that it goes from a USB-A or USB Type-C to a 3.5mm. That way you can use it in the instance that you have a camera or you don't have a USB port. Lastly, this is a microphone which I think is in high competition with those premium, much more expensive options, and the sound quality is just amazing. It's that natural, perfect recording where that bass and that treble are leveled evenly, so you're not getting those kind of like weird nasally recordings or anything like that. However, I have noticed that some options, even at the $40 price point, have now included a hardware control for reverb or echo option, which basically just messes with your voice through the microphone itself, where usually you have to do that with some software or something on your computer, and it's not really seen I don't think I've personally ever even seen that on really expensive microphones. So if there were to be another microphone from Fifine that caters to a specific audience, such as the live streaming, that gaming category, I think one of those options, like a reverb echo options, wouldn't be a bad idea to implement, because you don't have to necessarily record with that audio, that reverb added onto the microphone, but it's definitely would be nice to have if you were going to use it. I feel like some people might find it interesting, might find it helpful, might find it entertaining to even have that option. Well guys, let me know what you think about this microphone. If you have any questions on it regarding microphone in general or compared to the last microphone, like I said, recommend you go check that last video out that I made on that T669. It has a lot in common, but this one just seems to blow it out of the water. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions on this video or for the next one, let me know down in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.